Have you ever seen a person change so quietly that one day you look at them and they're completely different? This is the simple story of a boy who didn't chase success loudly. He built it silently. Arif was never the loud one in the room. He wasn't the smartest student. He wasn't the most confident. And honestly, he wasn't even trying that hard. He would tell himself, "I'll start tomorrow." But tomorrow never came. His room was always a mess. His notebooks were half empty. His goals were always someday. And slowly, he started believing the quiet lie that many people believe. Maybe I'm just not meant for much. His parents worried. His friends teased him for being lazy. And teachers often said, he has potential, but he never uses it. One evening, he sat alone on the rooftop, watching the sun go down. He felt something heavy inside him. Not anger, not sadness, just this deep, uncomfortable feeling that life was passing him by. He whispered to himself, "I don't want to be this version of me forever." But he didn't know where to start. He didn't know how to change. He didn't know how to become his best self. Change didn't begin with a big moment. It started with something very small. The next morning, Arif woke up and made his bed. That was it. Just that. No huge goals. No big speeches. No dramatic promises. Just one small action. But it felt good. It felt like control. It felt like a quiet yes to a new version of himself. So he added one more action the next day. A 10-minute walk in the morning. On the third day, he wrote for 5 minutes in his notebook. On the fourth day, he put away his phone at night. None of this looked impressive from the outside. No one clapped. No one noticed. No one said anything. And honestly, Arif struggled. There were mornings he wanted to stay in bed. There were nights he wanted to scroll his phone for hours. There were moments he felt like nothing was changing. But every time he wanted to quit, he told himself, "Just today. I only need to win today. Not forever. Not for 1 year. Just today." Day by day, the small actions started shaping him. His mind felt clearer. His habits felt lighter. And his confidence slowly started growing. But then came the real test. Exam season. Everyone panicked. Everyone rushed. Everyone stressed. Arif looked at his books and felt that old fear again. The fear of failing. The fear of not being good enough. But then he remembered something. He wasn't the same boy anymore. This time, he had discipline. This time, he had consistency. This time, he had proof from all the small wins that he could improve. So he studied a little every day, not for hours, not until he burned out, just consistently. And for the first time in his life, he felt in control. The day the results were announced, Arif stood quietly among the crowd. His heart beat fast. His hands felt cold. When the teacher read out his score, there was silence. Arif had ranked in the top 10. Everyone turned to look at him. Friends who once teased him stared with wide eyes. Teachers who once doubted him nodded proudly. But Arif didn't smile in a loud, dramatic way. He didn't shout. He didn't make a big deal. He just closed his eyes and breathed, because he knew something the others didn't. This success wasn't about intelligence. It wasn't luck. It wasn't talent. It was discipline. It was consistency. It was the quiet promise he kept to himself every single day. And in that moment, he realized something powerful. He hadn't just improved his grades. He had improved himself. After that day, Arif didn't stop. He didn't slow down. He didn't fall back into old habits. Because he finally understood a truth that many people discover too late. You don't become your best self in one day. You become your best self one small choice at a time. He became calmer, more focused, more confident, and quietly, without noise, without showing off. He built a life he once thought he didn't deserve. And now, I want to speak directly to you. Listen closely. You don't need to make a big change today. You don't need to fix everything in your life right now. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need one small win. One small action, one decision that says, I'm choosing a better version of me. Because success doesn't come from loud motivation. It comes from quiet discipline, from the things you do when nobody sees you, from the choices you repeat day after day. So start small, start simple, start today. And one day, someone will look at you and ask, wow, how did you change? And you'll smile quietly, because the answer will be the same as Arif's. I didn't change in one day. I changed every day.